Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly. And this was a win that I got from CainMiranda. And it's funny, I'd sent them one of my paracord packages and they reused my bag that I sent them to. The bag has my address, their address, and everything in there. So I just pulled it out. I didn't want to accidentally show, since I have a habit of doing that anyway, any information that shouldn't be getting out there. Anyway, this was from their 500 giveaway, I think it was the 500. God, my brain is shut down. Everybody's been doing so many giveaways for different milestones. I can't honestly keep up with it, if I'm being truthful here. Now, there was quite a few things in here that was not listed originally. Let me move this stuff over here. Let's see, all of that was, well, except for the stickers. They did say that there would be stickers. I can't remember if they actually showed the different stickers or not. But the actual win was one of these little mini keychain slip joints that have wolves on it, which is friggin' awesome because I absolutely love wolves. So that is great. This will end up going over there with my other goodies that I keep, because I have a few of them over there. Now, this is the Buck Bantam, I think is what this one is. I had one of these at one time, and I either sold it or gave it to somebody. I honestly don't remember. Actually, I think I had this. Actually, you know what? This is bigger than the Buck Bantam, because I think the Buck Bantam is smaller. So this probably is not the Buck Bantam. It says 284. So this, I think, is a little bit bigger than the Bantam. But this, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, is one that they did a mustard etching on the blade, which is awesome. So have that, and then also got the Ozark Trail Tanto that I'm pretty sure Cain did the coloring on this also. Which, if you guys haven't checked these out, these are actually, for an inexpensive knife, they're halfway decent. Usually what you will end up having to do, because they do usually burn the edge a little bit, they dull real quick, is to put a fresh edge on it. Which I need to get my sharpener out and do that with a couple of knives, because I still have my one knife, the Cosmos, I think it was, floating around here that I need to sharpen, that came back from pass around with a chip in the blade. So I don't know what people did with that. No, Typhon. Sorry, it was the Typhon that has a small chip in the edge of the blade that I need to sharpen out. It's right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Not get too close. But it's that little dark spot right there. But this is also the one that I went kind of ballistic on about the oil, that I had to take apart and clean and clear out all the oil. And surprisingly enough, it hasn't had any lock stick issues since then. Anyway, so you figure I have the little mini slip joint, keychain slip joint. I've got the Ozark Trail Tanto. Got the Bantam, which all of this was part of it. And then the biggie for me is, of course, you know, I'm Mr. Jimmy's. This is a Mr. Jimmy's item that he colored the scales and then also did that lightning strike etching. I'm not quite sure how he did that, but he did that on there also, which, you know, me and purple, even though I guess still looks kind of more blue than purple. is awesome. And like I said, I mean, these are not bad little knives, inexpensive, and you know, I'm thinking this might have already been put through the sharpener. Maybe. But anyway, this awesome deals. I'm going to just kind of set these over to the side so I can. But first is this little, it's kind of like a rubbery bead that you, really small, like you know, the elastic little string beads that people have, like with their letters, with their names and stuff like that. That's what this would go through. So it could be, or extremely micro cord, paracord, the little real thin micro cord would work also with this. Would be a good little addition for a bracelet or a little necklace or something like that. Then they also, and I don't know if this is something that they did, because I don't see any maker's marks on there, and that's kind of like a, I don't want to say a web, it almost reminds me more of like a sunflower type look to it on the back, but this is like a cast resin deal that you could sit there and make a necklace out of, or maybe do a little, some kind of way to prop it up. That's really cool. And they know I like skulls, obviously. I do the skull thing. But this is awesome. This will probably definitely go on my little collection area over there, which one day I might take some pictures of different things once I clean up the areas around it, because I got so much stuff that's going on. And then also some beads that I can put in and do on different things. These are mostly leaning towards orange centric. I know somebody in the community that's a major orange fan, so that might, ooh, that one's cool. It's kind of not really tiger stripe, but it is kind of tiger stripe-ish. But, and there's a red one. But these are awesome, kind of leopardy looks to that one. But those can work their way into bracelets and whatnot that I do. And then got me some diamond paste, I think, yeah, diamond paste to go on. I want to get a bigger one, but I've got this one, and this one is the diamond paste I have on there right now. That one's just plain, and that's one of the cheap green deals to do that I have set up. But this is 450 grit and 3,000, and it's Angerstone. I haven't heard of that company. I'm betting it's pretty decent if he's sitting there sending them out. But that stropping compound never goes amiss. I can just tell you that. That always comes in handy. So I have that, and I'll keep that in the bag just in case we have any leakage. And then the stickers and patches. Or patches. We got the cutleryshop.com, and this is actually it's wood, which is actually pretty cool. And I can put not hook and loop. I almost said the V word, and I know that's the name brand, and they get kind of testy when you say that, when it's not their actual brand on this, and that might go up on my patch wall. I've got a couple other things around here I need to do that with too. And then Grizzle Bear Leather Crafting, one of the little small, it's not an eye patch, it's like a 1.5 inch squared roughly. So that's one I didn't have, so that's cool. And this one, I did not have this one, so I can add this to my big red folder. Hold on a minute. And if you guys don't want to do a sticker board and you want to do something to have stickers in, doing a picture book might be an idea for you. And I don't have these in any particular order. Wait a minute, where did it go? Did I? There it is. It stuck together on the other one. But I was missing that one. So I can add that one in there to my big red page. Because, of course, I'm missing, I think I gave away the one that I had that was the Nelly sticker. I think I gave it away, so I don't have it to add back in here. Hopefully I'll win one here in the future. I mean, I'm sure if I reached out and begged pretty please and stuff to him, he would probably send me one, but I hate doing that. But there, maybe, like I said, maybe I'll win one in the future and add that to my collection. Anyway, I'll add more to it. I just kind of wanted to show you my stickers. But Neve Knife Company, is that Neve's Knives? I thought it would be Neve's with an S on the end. Robo sticker, which I do have those, and I do usually stick one in the giveaways for when I do my giveaways. So that usually one of those will get stuck in with that. Dark mode sticker, the Embalm Jerky. That sounds interesting. And a Jimmy Crow stick Band-Aid, and we know we keep those. We've got free knives. Free knives tomorrow. Not knives, but knives. OCD for EDC. Lone Star Knife and Supply. I don't think I have that one. I need to add that one to my collection. And let's see here, this one and this one I don't have, and this one I don't have. Add that. E-Knives I'm pretty sure I have. This one is cool. Liberty or Death. 250 years for, and that definitely. The Millie Club from the Cutlery Shop. Awesome. You know, I need to double check in my folder over there and see if I have Weldon Carey in there. I may have accidentally given away all of his too, so that might be able to add to it. And a Jimmy Crow. And yes, I do have quite a few Jimmy Crows, so that will cycle through and make it into future giveaway gift deals also. These, mostly I try to keep the regular stickers here, and then I'd use the book mostly for the YouTubers, so it doesn't fill it up completely, but that one's freaking cool, so I'm going to sit there and add it to the collection also. I know, I'm weird. Anyway, I want you guys to see what I got in the win from CainMiranda. It's awesome. And got some little goodies to add to my little collections of everything. And I'll put that on my wall, and I'll put Velcro on the back of the, excuse that, there I did. Hook and loop on the back of this one, because I know it's not Velcro that I have. I know it's some cheap stuff, because I got it in a big roll. But do that. And thank you, Cain, for the wonderful goodies and all the extras that I was not expecting. I greatly appreciate it. But if you haven't checked them out, I'll have a link down below to their YouTube page. Awesome, awesome, awesomeness. Just everybody supports everybody, and it's wonderful that it happens. I know there's always some rubbing each other the wrong way type deal happens, but it's going to happen. Not everybody's going to like everybody else, but for the most part, the knife community is friggin' awesome, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't, hit the like and subscribe button. And I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I did set up a Patreon. Greatly appreciate you checking that out. And I'll work on adding stuff to it. I think I need to do a video for it, and I might do a video of me doing one of my big monkey's fist on there. That's strictly for them to see how I do it. If they're interested. if you guys think that would be something that would be interesting to do. There's other stuff I might do also. Who knows what I'll figure something out. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.